Today we're talking about the kick serve. There's a lot of tips out there, but maybe you're just not getting the action that you want on the ball. The tips included in today's video will get that ball jumping. That's the goal, is to get the ball out of your opponent's strike zone. Now, today's video is part of a larger course called the Serve Accelerator System, and this is a product that we offer that includes how to get more MPH on the flat serve, how to get more bite on the slider, and obviously how to get more kick on the kicker. It's about building each serve from the ground up. It's a very large product, but this happens to be one of our favorite tips from it. Keep your eyes out for the second and third video that'll be talking about the flat serve and the slice serve. Without further ado, let's jump into it. All right, on this final video on the kick serve, I'm gonna give you some tips to really get that serve moving. If you're still, maybe you found the topspin serve, but you're really not getting that big kick that you're looking for. Here are a couple tips that are gonna help you. And the first one that we wanna talk about is the jump itself. All right, and we talked in previous videos about how the energy is more up, all right, and not as much leaning into the court. So like kind of the old days, like the Roscoe Tanner and coming around, we're definitely not doing that on a kick serve. Part of the reason we want to slide that foot back is that we want to be working off both feet, but really pushing that energy up. And the way that I explain to students is that you want to imagine that there's a small 6-inch hurdle in front of you. So as you work through your serve, your energy has to go up and then come around. All right, it's not the same as what we see on that flat serve. Clear the hurdle, get that energy up. All right, the second piece on the jump is you want to follow your target. All right, you want your jump, you want to follow the direction of the ball. So if I'm working through the tee, I'm working up and I'm working out towards that particular target. Same thing on the ad court. A second tip that works really well is focus on tucking the gut. All right, it's like the invisible man is giving you a swift kick in the tummy. All right, but when you're going up to your serve, really try to pull this in. All right, this is gonna help with that finish and get that, the racket tip down working all the way through it. So it's kind of a funky movement. We're gonna focus on jumping up, getting up over that hurdle, and then we're gonna tuck that gut. All right, I'm gonna show you a demo, kind of highlight what we're talking about in it. But these two things, maybe you have the topspin serve, you're just not getting the kick. This may be the missing link. So work through these and practice them and pay close attention to the highlights here in the demo. All right, here taking a look at the kick serve on the ad court. What you're gonna be able to see here is as I'm working up to the ball, as I get into knee flexation, I'm really using my legs to push me out diagonally at a 45-degree towards the direction of the out wide serve. Now, as I'm working up towards extension, I'm working on that gut tuck, really pulling in to help that racket tip fire down, to help get this kick serve to bite and work higher off the ground, rebounding off of the bounce. In the second demo, we're taking a look at the deuce court. I'm serving, targeting tee here, and the same exact thing. Working through that knee bend as deep as I'm going at 43, but still working up into the court, getting the racket moving left to right, and following the ball through the tee. So here it's a little bit funky because I'm actually working towards the target, towards my left tip. I want to stay a little bit more sideways to make sure that I'm not actually serving and uncoiling towards the target, because then it becomes more of a slice serve, a slice kick hybrid. All right, here again you can see the gut tuck and really working that racket tip down to get the serve to bite. All right guys, thanks so much for watching. Really hope those tips helped with your kick serve. Be sure to leave us some feedback in the comments section. Things that you thought were useful, maybe, no, don't leave things that you didn't think were useful. Ignore that. But definitely in the comments section, make sure you check out a link for our Serve Accelerator course to check out the entire course where we talk about the kicker, the flat serve, and the slice serve. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.